All right, guys, we are out here at RPR today, my favorite range in Texas, and we are taking a first look at the PSA SABRE M110 clone. This thing is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, has a 20-inch barrel. This is a pretty awesome setup. I'm really excited to get this thing, start shooting with this thing. We're at the 200 to 600 yard range, and this is definitely not a full review. This is gonna be like a first impressions, first shots with this thing. Feels like it's built very well. There's very little play between the upper and lower. I've heard great things about this trigger as well, so I'm very excited to get started and try this thing out. We're running an ACSS Apollo primary arm scope on here. This looks to be a 3 to 18. I don't want to sit here and talk too much running a Magpul bipod. I wanted to just kind of start shooting with this thing and kind of document all of the good and the bad as we go along and see what I think about it, see how easily we can get out to the 600 yard marker. It should be very easy. It should be a layup for a 6.5 with a 20-inch barrel. And I really love primary arms reticles, so I'm very excited about this setup. So, all right, guys, we're gonna take our first shots with the PSA SABRE 110 and 110 clone. Has ambidextrous bolt release, Radian LT charging handle. So let's make sure we got one in the chamber. Not. So let's get this guy. Lock the bolt to the rear. Make sure that's properly seated, and then try to use our anti-bolt release. There it is. Okay. We're going to start at 300 yards, and then we're going to work out from there. So just high. Little high. That trigger is incredibly light, much lighter than I thought it would be.
Good hit.
Hit. Let's get one more. Good hit. All right, let's go to 400.
Good hit. Left side of the plate.
Woo.
Vapor trail is awesome.
Hit. All right, good shit. We're gonna go to 5.
Just left. Man, that vapor trail's crazy. Same spot. Good hit.
One more.
Good hit.
All right, that's 2 at 5 on camera. We're gonna go to 6 now. The trigger on this thing is absolutely unbelievable for what it is, for coming stock in this $1,200 gun. It's pretty incredible. Not quite Geisley level, but it doesn't need replaced with the Geisley. Let's just put it that way. I can't tell where my ejection pattern is. I'm focusing on my shots, but the recoil is super light recoiling, and with this suppressor on there, it's not a flow through or anything like that. It's working phenomenally well. I don't know what position we're in for the gas setting. I'm gonna check at the end. I'll mess around with it a little bit.
Just short. Good windage, but just short.
All right, that was 4 mils. I'm going 5.
Good hit.
That was 5 mils with a 5 man-hour wind hold. One more time.
Just high right, just over the shoulder.
Coming back center.
Dead center.
All right, let's go for that little circle. Can you see these targets really well?
Yep.
We're gonna go for the bigger circle next to the silhouette.
Just left, just done. Good hit. Excellent. Right side of the plate. Good hit.
Last round, bolt hold open. Okay, guys, this is a big problem that Lucas was having with his, was that the bolt was not locking back. But obviously that was with the steel mags. We have a P mag here for 7.62x51 or 308 P mag, and it locked it back in the last round. This is a kind of a layup for 6.5. It's such a flat shooting caliber, but you know what? This thing is an unbelievably fun time to shoot. I gotta say, first impressions about this thing, I absolutely love this. Phenomenal rifle so far. We'll continue testing this thing. We might shoot it out again, maybe do like a speed run. I'll mess with the gas block a little bit. And then we'll obviously have a long-term review coming as well, but this is more of a first impressions for you guys. All right, guys, I haven't touched the gas block whatsoever. It was ejecting with the suppressor on it at the perfect position between 3 and 4 o'clock, so I wanted to just mess with it. I'm gonna go to the left first to see how many clicks I go left. I'm not sure which way is open, which way is closed. I believe going left is opening and going to the right is closing it. That would be righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It would just make sense. So let's see here. That's 1 click. That was actually a pretty positive click from Lucas's video. It didn't sound like he was having that kind of positive clicks. That was 1 click. And There's a second click, third click, fourth click, and a mush. So I think that was 4 clicks to the left. So let's take it 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be where we started at. 5 to the right, almost overshot it. And then that's it, like a little bit of mush. So I think it was just 1 click open in the open direction. With this Surefire 7.62, that's where it likes to be. It is properly gassed right there. So we'll probably witness mark this for when it's suppressed and maybe use a different color witness mark for when it's unsuppressed. All right, guys, we're gonna do a little bit of a rooftop drill here. Trying to get out to 600 meters with this thing. It's gonna be pretty difficult. I've never done this drill, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna have the timer right here, so let's get started. I'm gonna start from behind the barricade, climb up, get set up, and pull my shot. So I'm gonna try to get 2 impacts on target.
High right, over the shoulder, about 1/4 of a target, half a target. Oh, closer, same spot. Just over the shoulder still, same spot. Good hit.
1 hit.
Good hit.
2 hits. All right. Total time for that. It's not even picking it up, but when I pick the timer off, it says 49 seconds. So not terrible, but a lot harder than it looks, guys, to get hits at 600 yards. Much harder than it looks to get hits at 600 yards off a rooftop like this. So pretty fun drill, though. Maybe we'll do the same thing for 500 yards and see if we can get any faster, but this thing is not picking up the suppressed shots. All right, guys, we're going to do that drill one more time just because that was my first time ever shooting off a rooftop position, and I think we could really crush that 49-second time. So we're going for 600 yards. We're going to try to get 2 confirmed impacts, and we're going to do it for time again. I don't think the timer is going to pick it up, but I'll just take a look at what the time is when I'll roll it in the video. Maybe you'll be able to hear it in post. So.
Just over the shoulder again. Same spot. Just low right. Just short. Good hit. Right shoulder. Just to the left. Good hit.
Same exact time, 49 seconds. I got the same exact time, 49 seconds on that run. Guys, this is so much harder than it looks, and it definitely takes practice. It's not something you could just hop up and do. It's not like any other drill I've ever done. So I thought I could do better that time. Let's move it to the 500 yards and see, because that's a lot more realistic. If I'm taking a 600-yard shot, I'd probably have a little bit more time to get set up. All right, guys, we're gonna do the same exact thing again. We're gonna go for 500 yards this time. And we are aiming at a smaller target. It's probably about a 10 to 12 inch circle. So
Good hit. Dead center. Good hit.
2 hits, 34 seconds. So that time we went for 500 yards, smaller target, but 2 hits at 34 seconds. No misses there, which is pretty cool, but I'm definitely getting better at this and learning how to position myself better. And so let's do the same thing at 400 yards and see how quick we can get it down to. All right, y'all, we're gonna do the same thing at 400 yards, see how quickly we can get this time down to for 400 yards off a rooftop style barricade for time.
Good hit. Good hit.
All right, that was about 15 seconds-ish. I think I could do better. I need to dial this scope out from 18 probably to like 12 because I was searching for that target for too long.
Just how. Good hit. Good hit.
Okay, 2 hits, around 12 seconds. So that time we got around 12 seconds for 400 yards off this type of barricade for time. I mean, I don't think it gets much better than this, guys. It is a pretty lengthy package, but if you're gonna need a DMR for the price of this thing, especially with this, I mean, I can't say enough good things about primary arms scopes and reticles. For the money, this thing just makes it like a cheat code. It's got all your wind holds for those longer shots, and for what it is, I mean, it's pretty incredible. You got to spend 4 times the amount of, I mean, actually like 10 times the amount of money for this. This scope's about $250, $280. You got to spend about $2,500 to $3,000 to get that much more performance. I mean, and especially during the day, in the middle of the day, it's not going to really matter. But I mean, overall, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I'm really loving these new kind of non-traditional shooting positions. It really helps you to realize where you can improve and whatnot. So overall, just absolutely in love with this thing so far.